Hi, it's Sarah, the Canadian Crafter. We are back again for day number 4 of the Crafter's Companion Die Advent Calendar. So let's get right to it and find out what's waiting for us behind door number 4 today. And it's a slightly bigger one than number 3, which is exciting to me because these little ones are hard for me. It's hard for me to come up with designs with these little dies. I'm just not used to them, I guess. Alright. The door is open. Let us cut open our foil and see what we have today. I'm so happy. Oh, it's a beautiful little heart. There, I didn't fling it today. Look at that. That is a sweet little scalloped heart. Now that's going to be easy for me to work with. I have a soft spot for hearts, butterflies, circles, trees, flowers. Big time weakness for flowers. Oh my gosh, I'm a sucker for a bouquet. Alright. It's not going to take much time to come up with something for this. So give me a little while and we'll be back to create something. Alright friends, we're back with a plan for this card. Before we get started though, my daughter Lee has handed me a stencil outline she has repurposed. She has used some of that beautiful dragonfly glaze that leaves that iridescent magical sheen. And she's going to let it dry and then do something artistic with it. She makes me so proud. Okay, moving on with the card. There's the dragonfly glaze. She wanted me to show you guys it. She's so awesome. All right, magic in a bottle is what that is. Okay, again, on with the card. So I have cut out some of the whole sticky Post-its. Not the extra sticky ones, regular stickiness. And I have a heck of a time peeling these away from each other because of the pressure of the machine. So I'm going to speed up the plying of these things apart. But what I'm showing you here are the different shimmer powders that we're going to use. They're the Nouveau shimmer powders. I really like them because they're shimmery. They're not just beautiful, colorful, powdery paint. They're super shimmery. So this is the fast part that I super sped up. This is 8 times speed, and it still takes forever to put these out and organize them. So I apologize for how tedious this part is. Again, the OCD rears its ugly head, and I don't like how they're spaced. So I have to mess them around some more. Oh, I'm surprised it only took 10 minutes to do this. All right, finally they're down. Now we're going to use these beautifully colored powder paints. And I'm going to start with the yellow. Now you really have to just tap the softest little tippy taps to make this stuff come out. If you hit the back of that thing or the side of that bottle too hard, it's going to explode like a little nuclear bomb of beautiful shimmery colors. But it's definitely wasteful to do it. It breaks my heart every time I waste this stuff because it's not cheap and it's just so pretty. It just hurts me to waste stuff. I'm one of those poor people who have trouble using beautiful paper because it feels sinful to cut it. So now I'm going to lift this on the edge and try and get like a splatter effect so it looks like the water has splashed it and pushed it as opposed to just applying the water from above. And then I do apply a couple of extra squirts of water to moisten the top part. And now I'm using the heat gun to dry it all off so that I can peel the little hearts off, and hopefully we have a nice stencil effect, or a mask effect, I guess is what it is. And look, they came out really, really nice. I'm very happy with how it turned out. But now the white of the hearts looks really stark to me. So I decide I have to do more stuff with it. So I need to back it because backing stuff always changes how it looks. Now, this is a panel that I created some time ago, and I just didn't like how it turned out. I didn't like how the stencil worked. I wanted a more defined snowflake look, and that just looked messy and blobby to me. So I'm going to repurpose it now as the backing for this new creation that we're making. I hate throwing stuff out. I love reusing stuff, and I always feel like I've achieved something if I can reuse something. Those I wasn't sure if I was going to keep or not. They're shimmery. They're being kept. I don't know what your guideline is for what scraps you keep and what you don't, but usually if I've put something pretty on it, I can't bring myself to throw it out. So now I usually like to matte stuff twice. I don't know why. It's just sort of something I do. So I really like black with bright colors. There's something about the black. It just adds richness. It makes colors pop. I think it makes the eye relax a bit, yet it draws it. It's just amazing. Black is an amazing accent piece in my world. So these are the stamps I want to use. They're Unity stamps. And I'm going to show you here. Oh, yep. I'm going to have to fix that. Hang on. Okay, that's better. I had to change the video around. It had been upside down for a moment there. All right, so these are the Unity stamps. They're the kit of the month. I just wanted to share this with you guys because I am officially a uni. That would be a Unity stamp addict, not a unicorn. These stamps are huge. When you look at the paper here, compared to the actual size of the stamp, they're enormous. And I apologize for the video being so low. I tend to craft on the low end of my thing, and I see my camera was a little too low for that. Here I'm showing you guys the absolutely beautiful, scrumptiously huge sentiments that they throw in these kits sometimes. Actually, most of the times. It's unusual not to get a large word in your monthly kits. But yeah, you get 2 or 3 usually. And I just love the giganticness of the stamps. And those Angie girls that Angie Blum draws for us all the time, they're just spectacular. I'm so addicted to them. So that's a little brief intro into Unity stamps if you've not heard of them. Anyways, okay, on with the card. So I'm going to use that little tree stamp as additional foliage for the compass. And I want to use that rose somewhere, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to incorporate that and have it flow nicely with the rest of the feel of the card. So I may have to save it for later. But I saw it on my board. I have all my magnets stuck on, or all my dies stuck on magnet boards all over the walls of my craft room. And it's one of my very favorite dies, and it caught my eye today, so I had to cut it out. So I'm going to use it sometime soon, maybe number 5, depending on what we get. That will be coming up later today. I apologize for being a big fat liar and not getting this one up last night as I had intended. However, I stayed up for 27 to 38 hours yesterday. I can't even remember how long I was up trying to get these videos done and deal with my children and send them to school and make dinner and be a human and do all the other stuff that people need to do, take the dog out and whatnot. And time just got away from me, and I got tired, and I capped out at like 7 last night and slept till 8 this morning. It was awful. But today I feel much better. And number 5 will be coming out today. So what I'm doing now is retrimming the card because I realized that the recycled backer card was quite a bit larger than the actual card base I had planned to use. So I had to trim everything down a little bit more to make everything fit nicely. And being the little OCD freak that I am, I had to fiddle with it a lot. So I'm happy with how everything's fitting now, and I'm getting ready to stamp our focal piece onto the card front. I'm just using plain black VersaFine ink. I love this black ink. I don't know why it took me so long to buy one. I've heard people clamoring about its fabulosity for years, and I finally picked one up, not realizing what I was missing. And now I can't hardly do anything without it. The only drawback is that it is not Copic friendly. I have to use Gina K amalgam ink for that stuff, but I'm okay with that. Gina K ink is fantastic too. I haven't tried any Catherine Pooler ink, and I've heard lots and lots of really good things about her ink as well. If any of you guys have used the Catherine Pooler ink or any of the other Gina K inks besides the black amalgam, I would love to hear your input, because I'm looking to incorporate some new dye inks into my stash, as I only have a full set of the little teardrop ones, the Memento inks, I believe they are. The Distress Oxides, I have all of those because they're just spectacular. And I have a decent amount of the Nouveau hybrid inks, but not all of them by any means. The UK has way more than we do here. And I like the little cubes. I don't like full-size ink pads for the most part. I find them really cumbersome when I want to travel. And I don't really need all of that floor space for the ink pad. I can move it around, not a big deal. It's not worth an extra $3 a pad in my world. So I'm happy with my little cubes if I can get them. So here I'm making a little bit of a mask so that I can stamp on that foliage. The little tree is going to fake being some fern or pine, if you will. And I'm going to pull out some Hero Arts ink here. One is soft green. I don't know what the color is called. It's not written on the cube itself. Usually it is. And the other one is soft granite, which we will be able to tell because it's actually written on the cube. See? Soft granite. Yay! And the mysterious green that I don't know what it is, but it's really pretty and soft. So we will proceed with these. Throwing some ink on there. I just wanted to test out the ink a little bit to see how juicy the pad is. I tend to over ink my stamps just because I guess I'm used to dealing with drier stamps. I have yet to invest in re-inkers, so I've never really had a super squishy, juicy pad before. But these are really juicy, I found, and I have hardly used them, and I've had them for quite a few years. Well, okay, I've been crafting for 3 years, so quite a few years, I guess would be 2 years or less. I don't know what that is in the lifespan of an ink cube, but I'm really pleased that they're still so vibrant and viable. That soft granite is a beautiful, beautiful gray color. I've definitely neglected these little cubes in my life, and I may have to start incorporating them into some more stuff. Soft colors, I love them, but I'm definitely more of a vibrant color guy. I love eye candy, and I tend to find that my favorite flavors of eye candy are bright, vibrant, beautiful flavors. Sorry, colors. Flavors. Oh, okay, it's all about food for me, I'll be honest. But truly, we're women, right? Who isn't all about food in this world? My goodness. Anyways, okay, so now we're mounting this card onto the repurposed base, becoming a mat now, and then we will put this onto the actual card base and hope it all lines up properly. Does anyone else have problems with their edges staying down properly? I find no matter how much glue I put as close to the edge as possible, although I don't want to overdo it on the edge because I hate when it splooges out. I hate sploogey glue. It makes such an awful mess. But, oh, there's my kid tripping on my light, and then she plugged it back in. We were in the dark for a moment there. All right, so that's our card, guys. Oh, wait, no. I think I'm going to add some Nouveau drops. And I was still hoping to incorporate that border, but it just didn't play into the plan, I'm afraid. Oh, right. We need a sentiment, don't we? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, all right. The card is nowhere near done. Never mind. I'm a liar. We're moving on. Oh, dear. Yes, I'm new, guys, and I really appreciate you bearing with me, allowing me to build up my skills and my confidence doing this YouTube thing. I'm actually really enjoying it now that I'm starting to get into it and the editing program isn't nearly as daunting. I'm finding I have more confidence in the talking part, which is really hard for me because I am not a public speaker by any means. I'm terrified of public speaking, and to me, this feels a lot like public speaking. Your sweet, precious comments mean so much to me, though. You really don't understand how important it is for my little psyche. And I really heartfeltly appreciate you people spending time and hanging out with me. I'm a little stranger nobody. I just like doing this stuff, and the fact that you bother really, really means a lot to me. So, okay, here we're getting ready to put on some Nouveau drops. I've got Sunlit Meadow, Blue Lagoon, Yellow Bird, and Aquatic Mist. Ha, I remembered the names today. Nice. Okay. So at first I was going to just put the Nouveau drops in line with the color scheme, how the color sort of went from the yellow to the green to the aqua to the blue. But I decided to throw them on everywhere just to color it up a bit, make it a little unbalanced yet balanced, draw the eye to a few other places, give you something extra to look at, and it adds a little dimension and glitter to the card, which I always love. There, now it is finally done. I'm finally happy with it. I flicked it a little bit to make the little mountains fall down because some of them stay pointy, but now it's finished. So that's our finished card. Thank you again for joining me today. I hope that you've enjoyed the series so far. If you have any suggestions or tips or comments, I'm more than happy to hear them. Being brand new, I am always looking to learn from the more experienced and knowledgeable. As always, I invite you to contact me through the email or the Instagram above. I love making new friends, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. I need my own little group of crafty comrades to share ideas, to learn stuff from, and to share my ideas with. And this is the medium that I'm choosing. So until number 5 hits YouTube, I will see you guys later.